Okay, start. Okay, we've got this two-wheel bot car working with the microbit and infrared. And John's going to explain the coding here. Go ahead, John.
So the big clue here was this section with these two green sections, the infrared part. I was primarily using initially just this part, which what it's doing is it's reading when the button is pressed to set that pressed button value into a read command. And it was difficult to know when it's not being pressed anymore. And it turned out I just did the drop down and there's a second option, which is released, you know, like duh. And so I made a new function for on IR button any released. So once the button has been let up, it stores that value into lifted button. And then I reset these two values that I'm using in the code to clear prior settings of the command is stored in that last is the last command that was set. So then we know in the code to look at lifted button and do something different. And the different parts are right over here. If the button was lifted and you were hitting the reset speed button, then just stop is all it needs to do. Then it shows the smiley face, which I can show you here real quick. That's the reset speed is programmed as button 9. See the smiley, that's now reset the speeds to whatever the initial setting was. So you don't have to turn the car on and off to go back to the initial values.
And this code link will be in the description of this video.
Yeah.
So that's, and does this now have speed adjustments built into both turning and forward back?
Correct, yes. So when you hit plus, if you watch the screen, plus, it's arrow up and it shows you the current speed setting, 140 now. Arrow up again, now it's 160, so it's incrementing by 20 for the forward-backward speed. At the same time, I'm incrementing or decrementing the turn speed by 10 right now.
I see.
The value.
That's what the code shows.
Yes. You can change those parameters in the initial function that has parameters. But by going up, for example, you can get to a mighty fast turn speed. And you can then hold the button down and it will turn really fast, rotate really fast, like that. Now, let's go back and we'll decrement.
So now we're going down in speed setting.
Yep. And it is a little slow because it's doing the display, but I thought it was important to show you what the setting was, that it was actually doing something in changing that speed. So let's go down to something like 60. And it's decrementing by 20s for the forward reverse speed and 10s for the turn speed. So now let's do the same thing. I can turn, see I have much more delicate control of that turn speed, and the rotate speed is slower. It's still pretty fast, but it
That's great. Okay, there'll be more of this in the video.
and the light button does turn the lights on and off.
Great. Okay, we're showing that.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right.